Robert Frost was a poet who was born in 1874 in San Francisco, California. When Frost was 11, his father died of tuberculosis. Soon afterwards, he moved with his mother and sister to Lawrence, Massachusetts. He enjoyed reading and writing poetry while in high school, and applied to Dartmouth University in Hanover, New Hampshire, to pursue a college degree. He later transferred to Harvard University in Boston, Massachusetts, but never earned a formal college degree. After leaving school, Frost had numerous jobs, including a cobbler, teacher, and editor of a local newspaper. His first published poem, The Butterfly, was placed in a New York paper in 1894. To celebrate, he had a series of 6 poems privately printed, one copy for himself and another for his fiancée. Frost married Eleanor Miriam White in 1895. She had been a classmate in high school, sharing the title of valedictorian with him, and had been a major inspiration for many of his poems. They moved to England in 1912, after they had failed at farming in New Hampshire and his poetry wasn't being published. He claimed that he would rather write and be poor where he couldn't disgrace his family. While in England, he met many poets that inspired him to continue writing poetry. He also befriended known poet Ezra Pound, who helped to get Frost's work published and publicized. By 1915, Frost had moved back to the U.S. and had published 2 works that were highly acclaimed. His unique style, caught between 19th century and modern techniques, made his poetry very interesting. His fame increased, and by the 1920s, he was the most celebrated poet in America. He won the Pulitzer Prize for his publication, A Further Range. Frost was focused on the understanding of poems. He once said, "One thing I care about, and wish young people could care about, is taking poetry as the first form of understanding. If poetry isn't understanding all, the whole world, then it isn't worth anything." In his older years, he lived in Vermont and Massachusetts. He died in the city of Boston in 1963.